Center for the American Dream started the Alternative Gift Fair in 1999, about 18 years ago. And we were trying to address the commercialization of the holidays, the excessive materialism, and really look at how can we address true social needs, true human needs, and community needs. And so that's how it started.
I'm all for giving gifts, but at Christmas I think it gets really sort of blown out of proportion. And so I love giving people birthday gifts, but at Christmas I would much rather give them something like this that lets them know that they've helped somebody else.
We actually don't sell things. We don't sell toys and things like that. Our idea is to sell gifts of service. And how we do that is we invite a whole room full of organizations, all based in the DC area. Some of them work internationally, some of them work locally. But we invite them in to talk to the shoppers, the people who come here today, and tell them about their work and inspire them to support them. Our best earning people can make $2,000 in a day. We average about $20,000 a year in sales. We do the sales here, and then also a couple of weeks later, we do some after sales at the Takoma Park Farmers Market. And that's how the two ways we bring in the money.
One of the purposes of the organization is to create a stress-free alternative to the holidays. We want people to be able to come out and play, to hang out with their neighbors, to learn from people that are in the neighborhood that are volunteering for nonprofits, why that's going on. And a lot of our nonprofits sometimes will merge with one another. One of the things that folks can enjoy is live music from local musicians. They can also enjoy one of my favorites, which is a cookie decorating table. Meals on Wheels provides cookies. They are also working with a Girl Scout troop, and the idea is that you would keep a cookie and you would give a cookie. So those cookies are going to be delivered by Meals on Wheels to homebound residents. We also have a lovely raffle. We usually have about a dozen gifts that are gifted to us by our wonderful support in the community. We have local businesses that every year support us by donating mostly gift certificates. So folks have a chance to play the raffle. And because we have so few people play, we have so many people win. So chances are really high of winning just what you like.
The Alternative Gift Fair is really great, and it helps a lot of local nonprofits like ours. We have a micro-enterprise training program where we give people the skills to have their own food entrepreneur business. So if there's somebody who wants to, make and sell their food, we can give them the skills to help them do that. Graduates of our program are here selling their goods. And so, it's kind of that connection that we help provide.
Project Youth Outreach brings hands-on workshops in music, literary arts, and visual arts to court-involved young people in the state of Maryland. So we work with some youth on probation, but the bulk of our work is with young people, youth and women who are incarcerated. And the programs are designed to give them an opportunity to reflect and learn about themselves, to also learn art skills, and very often we team up with other community organizations so that they have an opportunity to give back to the community and make a contribution from where they are right now, which does not define where they're going to be in the future. We have a program out at Cheltenham Youth Facility in Prince George's County, which is an on-site ceramic studio that we've had for about 8 years. And we have 3 gifted teachers who work with the young men who are at Cheltenham Youth Facility. And the guys have an opportunity to make hand-built pottery, or they can use the wheels that we have out there, glaze them and take them home or send them back with a family member. So for $10, someone can make a contribution to donate 10 pounds of clay so that we can keep the program going out there. Could also make a contribution of about $25 so that we can buy some notebooks. We have a poetry and literary club at the Montgomery County Correctional Facility, and that's for young men ages 18 to 22. And they love to get that little notebook because they can draw in it and they can write in it and they can come back and they can do the written exercises with us, or they can share the poetry that they've written during the week. And they really find that it's a great outlet for their emotions while they're in a cell by themselves. The other thing is that we do a West African drumming program at Montgomery County Correctional Facility. So for $50, someone can make a contribution to help support that drumming workshop that we have every week. also for the young men ages 18 to 22. And that's a great outlet for them to just be expressive, to learn about rhythm and pattern, and to learn some history of West Africa as well.
People attending the fair may buy a box of sidewalk chalk that will be used at all play events. They could also buy face painting, or they can buy a hula hoop, a weighted hula hoop that primarily teens and adults use. People of all different backgrounds meet each other and play together that possibly would never meet. It's a great way to bring the community together.
Government, law enforcement, public works, schools, transportation, nonprofits, neighborhood organizations, businesses, seniors, youth, an endless list of people, departments, events, challenges, goals, everything that encompasses a municipality. Now you can find them all in the Municipal Broadcast Network. Takoma Park, Rockville, Kensington, and 15 other municipalities share the digital channels Comcast 997 and RCN 1057. The Municipal Broadcast Network. Life in your community.
Grandma, she's here! Grandma!
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I'm here to pick up Mrs. Johnson.
Hey, Mrs. Wells, she's ready.
Mrs. Wells, thanks for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you called the village of Takoma Park.
Okay, let's go.
The Volunteer Ride Program is one of the services offered to seniors who cannot drive themselves and who are members of the village of Takoma Park. The request for driving can be for doctor's visits, for shopping trips, or for social events. Regional rides are provided as long as volunteer drivers are available.
I use drugs. I really don't want to, but what I want people to know is that it's not easy to just stop. I can't tell anyone what I'm going through, how I feel, all of the pain.
Just because I'm addicted to heroin doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I'm me. I'm not just addiction.
Shame keeps people quiet. Stigma keeps people from getting help. Visit our website. Learn the facts. Team up, Maryland.
We've served so many different groups. We've had so many community volunteers. And what's been exciting is other communities have also been adopting that. Other groups are following what's happening here in Takoma Park.
We've given previous 2 years, but we didn't come to the fair. So this we just donated online. So it's really wonderful to actually come here. It feels more tangible. You talk to the different organizations, you learn more about them, you get information that you can take with us, and just a very good feeling to be here and to be able to kind of learn about things that are causes that are important to you that you would like to give to.
We're a 501c3 nonprofit that works in the DMV area by providing small business loans, credit counseling, and financial coaching to low-income entrepreneurs so they can grow their businesses and have access to the traditional capital markets.
If you donate, it's going to go towards our loan fund, essentially. So we give out typically one loan a semester. We get about 4 applications, and these go to improve the lives of low-income entrepreneurs. So let's say something like buying a fridge that helps them expand their business. That's what your donations will go towards.
Student-Driven Solutions is an organization that is found in Malawi, in the capital of Malawi, and it was formed in 2014 by a Global Health Fellowship So I am a global health fellow, and one of our colleagues went to Africa, in southern part of Africa, and found that so many girls were dropping out of school because they couldn't sustain themselves. So because the parents had passed on or they were not having unstable income, so most of them would drop out of school, and that meant all these like diversities coming in, disasters, because the rate of dropout was 35%. So our founder came up with an idea of providing business skills and ideas to these girls between the ages of 15 and 35 years old, where they can like come up with ideas, have their own skills, run organizations for themselves, where they can earn a source of income to sustain them, get the resources they need in school, and be able to still keep within school. The $12 is for the teachers who teach these girls in a training program of 5 months. So that the program that they go through is the business program that is the root of this whole organization. They train for 5 months and then they graduate. So when you give $12, it goes towards that program. So we have also the $24 that goes to the students themselves and their businesses, the loans. When you give the option of $46, you're actually contributing to what can be given to the mentors, to get more mentors to train the girls.
It's very good to have the kids coming together so they can appreciate the value of money. And also, he played the piano today. He will talk a little bit more. And we are really, it's like an alternative, really a nice place to shop for Christmas.
I also played in the game section, and I donated $5 to people who can't get out of their houses because they're full of snow.
25% of our student population is not having full access to the programs our public schools are offering. We try to fill that gap by giving them access so they can compete with the rest of the kids in the school. Music for Life provides music education programs for low-income youth, middle and high school age. We have 3 programs that we offer. We have a guitar program, after-school guitar program, where we actually go out into the neighborhoods where these kids live, set it up in low-income neighborhoods, foster care group homes, detention centers. We loan them instruments to play. We teach them how to play. When they learn how to play, we award them their guitar to keep. Our band and orchestra program is to help low-income youth stay in band and orchestra when they get to middle school and high school. These programs have instituted a lot of fees and expenses, which the kids cannot afford. They also require the students to take private lessons if they want to really get good at their instrument. Low-income kids cannot afford private lessons. So we provide private lessons for the low-income kids, and we provide them support with their fees they can't afford. The STEM Guitar Project is a high school program. This was developed under a National Science Foundation grant by faculty at Sinclair Community College in Dayton, Ohio. Under this program, it's 2 parts. There's an academic part where the student learns all of the STEM principles associated with the design and operation of electric guitar. So they're going to learn the physics behind the string tensioning. They're going to learn the electronic components, how they all work. Then they build their own electric guitar. We have 3 gift levels. Our first gift level is to buy the set of strings and electronic tuners for our graduating students. The second gift level is to purchase either the guitar or the djembe drum that we use in our classes. We use djembe drums to teach rhythm and synchronization. Or the third gift level is to purchase a complete guitar kit for a student, which is the guitar, the gig bag, the straps, the picks, the music book, the whole thing.
We work specifically with survivors of domestic violence that have fled across state lines with their children to escape the abuse. So we work to find them legal representation in either the home state or the refugee state to help them retain custody of their children or get emergency custody of their children. And then in addition, we work with attorneys and advocates that are either representing these clients to make stronger arguments or to be better advocates for them in these particular types of cases. We have relocation guides that are kind of like frequently asked questions or checklists that survivors can use to understand the laws in the state that they left. or the general information about laws that may be in the state that they left or the home state or the state that they fled to. And then in addition, we help survivors find attorneys in the state that they fled that can advise them as to the parental kidnapping laws so that they can hopefully not have any criminal charges against them for leaving the state with their children. And then we also, like I said, help survivors find attorneys in the refugee state to represent them in long-term custody cases.
Local government, local educational institutions, and local community members all use cable access TV to communicate their message. They depend upon it as an affordable means of outreach. Public educational and government access television empowers local government agencies, individuals, and groups to use the media to speak directly to their constituents in a more direct and cost-effective way. Make sure everyone has a voice. Support your local PEG channels.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.
Hey Akil, what are you doing? Taking a selfie with the trash?
Basically, I'm taking a picture of the trash so I can send it with the app.
The app?
Yeah, MyTKPK, the Takoma Park mobile app.
MyTKPK.
Basically, the app allows you to make a request or send a report to the city for any type of maintenance or, in this case, cleaning up trash. Here, let me show you. I'll take a picture, send it with the app, and like that. Now the city can come and clean it up.
Then can I report this street light in front of my house? It has been out for several weeks.
Of course. You can also go to the city's website, tacomaparkmd.gov/mytkpk.
This year I decided to participate because I give gifts to our local children in our neighborhood, and I thought it would be really a wonderful thing for them to get something from this fair to encourage them to make donations in the future.
Every year we put out a call for organizations, 501c3s, specifically 501c3s that have a small budget. They can work either locally or internationally, but they have to do direct service, something that provides a service for folks that is easily tangible so that we can put that into a gift card to be given out. So folks can come to our website, aggw.org, and they can get in touch with us and let us know about their organization. We'd like to have a nice variety. We always try to create folks that help the environment, people that are working with elderly, people that are working with special needs. So we are always welcoming new groups in, whether it's working with folks that are making local crafts, whether it's giving gifts of time, whether it's giving alternative gifts of donation. I think it's really important that folks not feel the stress and the pressure of gift giving per se, but that they enjoy the holidays and they enjoy this time to slow down and reflect, be with the neighborhood, take care of folks that have less than they do, and just try to take back how they want to spend their time, the pace they want to keep it at, let themselves have a more relaxed, comfortable way of enjoying and celebrating the holidays, knowing that they don't have to have a stressful, obligatory sort of a holiday, but they can just have a more easeful, relaxed, and celebratory holiday.
If you go to some place, that place gets more money, but here you pay and the people give it to the people who don't have money.
All of these organizations are fantastic and they're all doing really good work. So it's a really great experience being here and we're happy to be here.
The organizations love coming back. I think they get a lot simply from the outreach to people. There are opportunities to talk to them and tell them their story. And they like it so much that they all volunteer 2 hours to us to help in the setup or in the cleanup. The garland that you see around the room actually came from the city. So it's great to get support from the city. I'm just so proud of all of the people. I'm proud of the shoppers for wanting to come here. I'm proud of the organizations that they want to spend this kind of retail time, and it's not just all over the internet. And I'm really proud of the volunteers that really give up a significant chunk of time to help us put this on.
There have been a lot of people here today, so I think the fact that it's festive and it provides this alternative when people don't want to give the typical kinds of gifts or feed into the consumerism, I think is part of one of the goals of this particular fair. I think it's really beneficial to the community, but also to the organizations to feel like they have a lot of support locally.
As a shopper, it also gives us a chance to see that there are so many ways to contribute and use the money, our hard-earned money, to support this good work. And it's maybe not something that's as tangible as a wrapped gift, but I always do it every year, and I think it makes me feel better, and I hope that it makes the people that I give it to feel better too.
At this time of year, and especially this year, when there's such a sense of our country being divided over issues of race and gender and bigotry of all kinds, this is an event that pulls people together and helps us remember really what matters. And it's our connections to each other and to our community. And if we're privileged enough, our ability to help others. So that's what makes this so special.